Sy'd's Coffee Stall has been on the same spot since 1919, which is the corner of Calvert Avenue and Shoreditch High Street. Started obviously by my grandfather, Sidney Edward Tothill. Then my father took over, Sidney James Tothill, and now I've taken over as of around 1987.
We're really excited about adding Sy'd's Coffee Stall to our London collection. Sy'd's has been running for over 100 years. This was remarkably well made, with mahogany, brass, top quality fittings by Sy'd Senior.
My granddad, he came over to this area, Shoreditch, and saw all the stalls, open stalls down the high street. And he thought, no, I think I'd like to do that. And there was a shop around the corner in Hackney Road that were wagon makers. And they made one especially for him, a horse-drawn wagon, but with the side modified to open up so that he could have it open to the public on the pavement. This was in 1919, and he used his war pension to pay for the stall.
I'm Chill Diamond. I've worked at the tea stall, seems like a lifetime, but I started doing about 1995. It becomes part of your life. All the customers know your business, you know their business. It's really like family. People take the time here, whereas when you're out and about, everyone's in such a rush.
It's getting quite fragile now because obviously it's still all the original mahogany. We couldn't have asked for a better offer. We'd love to be in the Museum of London, to be seen by, people for another 100 years or more.
London has changed immensely over the last 100 years, and Sy'd's has been a quiet witness to many of those challenges and changes. For example, it survived the Blitz despite a bomb exploding at the end of the street. It was so important to the war effort that the local mayor decided that he had to call Sy'd back, and he was petitioned to be brought back from an RAF secret mission. So the importance of a simple thing like a cup of tea, a smile and community is really told through the Sy'd story, and we're delighted that we can then add that to collection and share it with others.
We're just not as busy as we were. The working person isn't really coming round here now.
It's been a day stall for a long, long time, but we used to open at 5:30 when I first took the stall over. We were opening at 5:30 until about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was just constant.
We used to have customers queuing round the corner.
We sometimes had 3 and maybe 4 people when it was mega busy, but it was good fun.
We care for our customers. They're not just customers, they're people we get to know, they become friends, we know about their lives. Hopefully when they talk about it, they'll remember Jane or Cheryl or whoever used to Francis when he was with us, and know that we worked hard to keep a service going for the local community. It's the people that make it special.
The amount of people that have come up to say how terrible it is that the store is going to close, but as I say, nothing lasts forever, and I think we've done Grandad proud and Daddy to get this far.
I think it's a wonderful thing, really. Otherwise it would have just been scrapped, or what would have happened to it.
It needs some TLC and to be in a dry place.
Sy'd's has been in the same family for 3 generations. So for over 100 years, Totthills have been serving local people tea made with their loose leaf and hot snacks and things like that. So it's amazing that we have this whole family archive around it as well, photos and stories about the people who've run it.
That's a big achievement, for one family to keep a business going for 3 generations. Tough times. So to be part of that, it does make you feel proud.
It will take a long time to get used to not being down here every day of the week.
I'll be able to go there one day and say, I used to work there. That was part of my life for a long time, So I think it's a wonderful ending to a really lovely story.